Welcome Mobians and EXEs to another Silver.exe's Reacts, and today we are going to be reacting to the Sonic Multiverse origin story video. Now this is a very interesting storyline that was just created by Tri-Speeders, so we are going to go ahead and jump into this thing and see what type of series they are creating. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start.
My name is Sonic the Hedgehog. You all know me as the fastest thing alive.
Yes.
And I've saved the world countless times from the evil clutches of Dr. Eggman.
True.
But not in this reality. It's something far different.
Not in my own reality
Allow me to tell you my
either.
story. When I was born,
because I killed him.
never met my parents. Nor did I know where I used to live. I was given an ability of super speed and can get anywhere within a blink of an eye. But now, I live with those that adopted me as their son.
Interesting.
I knew they were my adopted parents as I grew up as a teenager. It didn't bother me as much, but it did make me a bit curious as to who my parents were.
Right.
I decided to not
I
go
understand
into
that
it.
motivation.
I was happy with my life, and it called someone my own flesh and blood, because he looked a lot like me. I guess you can consider him my brother. His name is Fleetway. He always had my back in school. Whenever I get bullied or
Fleetway?
have something stolen from me.
That demon?
After we both graduated from engineering class, I went to the library at one point and found a very old book that had a diamond-shaped cover on the front. This is when I discovered powerful gems known as the Chaos Emeralds.
I see.
It said that it was very much real. So
that was
I
his
made my way
first
over to a place
run-in
where
with
the
them.
emeralds were kept. Angel Island. It was guarded by an echidna named Knuckles. At
Ah,
first, he saw me as a threat, but I convinced him that I was just a tourist,
because he's a knucklehead.
just having a look at the emeralds. He believed me after some time, and told me about the emeralds, and the only thing they have unlimited energy is because of the Master Emerald. This
Right,
then piqued
so
my
far.
curiosity, and I asked him, what if there was a way to make these emeralds have unlimited energy without the use of the Master Emerald? He told me that it's
Interesting.
impossible to do that because without the Master Emerald's power, the whole island would fall into the ocean, creating untold chaos.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I then asked him if I could borrow the spot where the altar of the emeralds were kept at, and he asked me why. And I replied to him saying that if the Master Emerald is the only thing keeping those emeralds from creating destruction, what if we only gave the Master Emerald more power than it has right now? He told me that he'll stick around and watch me do my work in case if anything happens to the island.
The
We
chaos,
both
the
agreed
Master
to go
Emerald's
back home and
infinite.
get Fleetway. And we
How
began
can you
our
give it
work.
more power?
It didn't take long to build the device we were working on, but it was finally done. We could finally create what we were destined to create.
Huh?
Once the device was finished, we began to install each emerald into its proper position. The first emerald was a huge success. But
Oh,
then, once the final emerald was put, something happened.
What have you done?
what the?
Fleetway, stop!
What the hell is going on, Sonic?
Well, that shit
Fleetway
just
just touched
happened.
an emerald and now he's going crazy on this place. If this keeps up, we're all going to get buried in nothing but rubble.
Sonic? What color was the emerald?
Black. Why?
Oh no.
What?
You need
Black
to,
Emerald?
What?
you need to leave right now.
I don't understand, Knuckles.
Just go, Sonic. I'll catch up as soon as I can.
I'm not leaving you here.
Sonic, you don't know what you're looking at, so just leave it to me. I promise everything will be okay.
All right.
Okay.
I trust you.
Well, that happened. Somebody's dead.
I ran all the way back to the house. I tried to tell my adopted parents what was going on, but then all I saw in that one moment was nothing
Death.
but darkness.
Darkness.
The only thing I can hear were screams of death and Yes.
What the Fleetway? Have you lost your mind? Oh, actually, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm so tired.
Shit. And so this is where he ends up, huh?
What is this place? Fleetway?
You're torturing your brother, Fleetway.
Sonic, you thought you can run from your mistake.
Mistake?
You could have just faced it head on. Oh wait, you needed me to do that standing up thing for you, didn't
What?
you? Your whole life growing up, your happiness, everything.
So that Black Emerald just twisted everything.
Wouldn't have happened if it weren't for me.
This Fleetway is different.
So, I believe it's time we have a little brother and brother bonding.
What?
Don't you think?
So he was tortured by his own brother,
4
Fleetway.
days since it happened. And yet I'm still here. Confined to this chair. Can't move. Can't see clearly. Haven't eaten in a while. Every few hours, Fleetway comes back from killing more people.
What?
A knife from his table of instruments, just to stab into my quills. He knew they were sensitive to anything, but it won't kill me at all.
Why the fuck?
I'm stabbing them and over and over and over and over and over and over and over. He will continue to do this.
Honestly, that sounds similar to Sark's reincarnation method.
It was me. I made him into this creature of destruction. And now I need to pay the price. I can take
You had no idea this was gonna happen. Nobody had any idea this was gonna happen.
I'm going to die. Why haven't my parents come for me?
Because your parents are
The
dead.
city in ruins. Do they
Everybody is dead.
Are they in another continent? Mom. Dad.
If I know Fleetway,
Please.
if he was consumed with rage, he would destroy the people you are close to.
Dad? Is that you? Who are you?
A little predicament you got yourself into, huh? Now to answer your
Hello,
question,
Sonic.exe.
I am you. Well, your other half.
What?
Refer to you as someone?
You can call me Zeshir.
Zeshir?
You don't know me at
He's
all,
not
but I
Sonic.exe.
have been watching you for a long time. Since you were born.
Have you now?
Sonic, when you were in school, did you learn anything in your history class? Anything about wars?
I did learn something.
A lot, actually. The Great Mobius War.
Games fighting against the tyranny of the Black Arms race. Wait.
You
what
have
does this
black
have to do with
arms?
anything?
Because, Sonic, I am a Black Arms soldier.
Well, that's interesting.
How did you get into my body?
Calm down, Sonic. You're going to have another outburst. Anyway, yes, the war...
So he's not Sonic.exe. He is a Black Arms creature.
I have heard.
Throughout the war, the Mobians gave it their all to try to stop us.
Obviously.
No matter how hard they try, more bodies begin to fill over the battlefield.
Wow, this story is starting to sound familiar.
Brutal. The Mobians were led by one of the greatest leaders in history.
Oh?
And that leader was none other than your father.
My father?
Yes, your father led the Mobians to their own
What?
defeat in the war.
But why? Why start a war with another race?
Because they wanted one thing from us. The Scepter of Darkness.
Obviously.
Darkness?
The scepter was in our possession, yes.
The Scepter
but
of
it
Darkness,
was
huh?
created by Gerald Robotnik, back when he was in the process of designing Project Shadow.
Was this before or after the
Black Armed soldiers began to
Super Genesis wave?
each other for no
Because
reason.
I didn't even come until after the first Super Genesis wave.
Scepter. Its power is to turn
In fact, I
negative
believe
positive energy to
it was
negative.
because of that that I was born.
Black Arms were pure evil. Why would they need negative energy if they're already evil?
Some soldiers didn't want to fight the war and wanted to live normal lives. So we
Interesting.
had a war ourselves.
So they are sentient beings after all.
We were able to be all on one side once again. Robotnik then wanted revenge on Mobius for trying to take his research on Project Shadow.
Oh, and this is Dr. Robotnik, not the
But all he was doing was
Maria's grandfather, if I remember correctly, he's talking about.
By then, the Mobian forces assaulted our base and killed off most of our kind, and took Robotnik's research. But what they didn't know was him creating the scepter. So that was when our war on Mobius began.
I see.
The fight. Your father stole the scepter and hid it. All until then the end of the war. That was when you were born, Sonic. Your mother gave birth, you were dying of a terrible illness.
So that's where the scepter is. Within Sonic.
Your father made the most biggest mistake of his life.
Or not within Sonic.
Power and used the negative energy to put it all in your body.
Oh.
Every last bit. Until the scepter was no longer working. By then, your body grew healthy again. In an instant. But we saw this happen and converged on your parents' house. And
I see.
Your adopted mother ran away with you. I'm basically the negative energy that was stored within you thanks to the
So
scepter.
you are.
So that's what happened. So why are you here talking to me?
Your father was a fool. He's the reason you're in this hell right now.
About time you woke up.
Fleetway. Knock it off.
Getting bored waiting for your sorry ass. Your quills are getting boring to play with. Let me try something a little more fun.
Fleetway.
Try slashing at your own skin. You wouldn't mind that, right?
Please, stop! Please have mercy! Please, don't come near me!
Fleetway.
A painful feeling, isn't it?
I can take it. I deserve this.
You don't deserve anything
You say
like
you
this.
take the pain, but weren't you just begging for mercy? You want to get out of here, don't you, Sonic? You can't leave unless you fight back. More like, give in to
Obviously.
the darkness.
No, I'll never do that. All you've been saying were lies about my parents. What makes you think I can
If I
believe
was in
someone like
darkness,
you?
then you can give it to me, but this isn't good.
Your parents were the victims in all this. No, Sonic. It was the Mobians that took Robotnik's research and started this whole war. It was all your father's fault.
All beings are the victims in
They
this.
wouldn't have trapped me in this
Everyone
body.
who is involved is a
Sonic,
victim.
It's not like I'm going to cause
You
destruction if you
fool.
let me take over.
I don't
You
trust
would
you.
call destruction.
Not saying for you to trust me. I'm telling you that the only way you're going to get out of this is if you stop holding me back and let go.
Over my dead body.
Over.
Are you gonna kill his brother?
Sonic! You can't fight him on your own. You need my power. If it weren't for your father, I wouldn't be here. Are you that dense?
Who cares? I would rather die at the hands of my brother than to let you take over!
He is not your brother.
What the?
Your father did this to you. You can't blame yourself. Blame the one that caused me to be born within you.
How about you just don't blame anybody?
Mother, I miss you so much. But why? 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 Why didn't you just let me die? You chose survival over me! Why didn't you choose me?
Even if it meant putting me in your body.
Yes, if they were here now!
Even if it meant killing your adopted parents.
If it had to be done, then yes!
Even if it means killing your own brother.
Whatever it takes!
Yes, Sonic. Now you understand. You finally understood how foolish your father really was.
No!
So tell me, are you going to stop blaming yourself for your parents' mistake?
Wait, this reminds me of...
I won't let myself be killed by him.
Take it!
No!
Well, Sonic,
He's gonna regret
it
this.
seems our time has come to an end. You don't have the strength to even get out of that chair, let alone walk.
You're dead.
So might as well put you out of your misery. And don't worry. Once I'm done here, the whole world will be mine. And all you'll be doing is being stuck in the afterlife while all this chaos happens.
If that actually happens, I would have entered your universe and destroyed you myself. The hell do you think you're doing?
Why don't you shut the hell up?
This is Dark Sonic.
Your power means nothing to me.
How dare you!
Foolish.
How could this be happening? How could you get this?
So this is the origin of the multiverse, Dark Sonic.
Dark Slicer. No one will understand what happened here today. They will never understand my pain.
Your pain.
What I have done. What my parents have done. No one will understand. No one in the entire multiverse.
Well, shit. The first time I've ever been in a situation where I tell you never to go towards the darkness, to never give in to the darkness. But you had to get out of there somehow. It's just to blame your parents for something for a whole conversation that you're not even 100% sure about. But then again, he was in a precarious situation. His situation was far too do or die for him to ever think rationally on what was actually going on. But this wannabe Sonic.exe, he's not really Sonic.exe, he's a freaking Black Arms creature. But this wannabe decided to blame all of Sonic's anguish, all of his pain, everything that he and his brother went through on their parents and the war. That war happened because the two sides were not on the same page, unfortunately. There is definitely some scheming, some backstabbing, and a scepter that probably should not have been invented in the first place. But you can't go on blaming your parents for this. And now I know what this reminds me of. This reminds me of that scene in Tokyo Ghoul where Rise blamed Kaneki's parents for what he was, for the reason he became the way he did, or something along those lines. And I was just like, why does this sound familiar? Because this is like Tokyo Ghoul, except for on a much grander scale. So Dark Sonic mentioning the multiverse means that's what he's going to be doing, traversing the multiverse. But for what reason? Probably to reset everything, to cause another Super Genesis wave. But hopefully on his journey he will come to realize that this situation, everything that was happening, is no one's fault, not even his own. So, he should not blame his parents, he shouldn't blame himself, and of course he wouldn't blame his brother, but yeah, this situation looks like it's going to be a long journey for him. Maybe I'll be able to one day meet him. Hopefully before something bad happens. It would be interesting to meet that Sonic and give him a pep talk of my own. It'd be kind of strange, a monster who slaughtered millions, destroyed entire cosmoses, given the Hedgehog that he killed from another dimension advice on how he should go about, how he should accept his situation, how he should accept that things just happen the way that they are, and that nobody really is at fault in the situation. And, it's a sad thing really to talk about. But anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed my live reaction to this. I'm definitely looking forward to more of this. I want to see what type of adventure this multiverse Sonic will go on and how he will change as a person, how he will develop all his pain, all his heartache, and hopefully he will find some redemption on his way. So yes, this will be an interesting watch. So I look forward to it. And I hope all of you guys look forward to my live reactions of this amazing new story. Anyways, this has been Silver.exe, and I'm going to go ahead and sign out. If you enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe, click that notification bell when you want to be notified. Make sure you guys leave me comments down in the comment section below, and I hope to see all of you guys during the next video. Chaos Control.